There's another one on Tuesday.
Tuesday's too late, sir.
Do not approach
Sir,
the train.
let it happen. I'm in.
Ticket, please.
About that.
Hi, ladies. Anne Brodie from What She Said in Canada. I love the series, and to me, it's evergreen. I think there was another TV series many years ago, and then the movie many years ago, but it holds up, and it manages to be modern in its tone and in some of the cultural things, but it's true to the time, which is crucial because there's no men around; they're all at war. So, D'Arcy, how does it straddle the two cultures?
Thank you for saying that, by the way. That's very nice. I agree, by the way. It's this, even though it's, in the 90s, they did the movie, and then I think right after they did the TV show, it's like something that I personally am so interested in that time and what it was like to be a woman in that moment. I can't even quite wrap my head around like what it must have felt like and right. What these women were going through. And, this moment where these women sort of get this opportunity to like live out their dreams, but also with this ticking clock. And also it's, such a sad time. It's like so many things going on at once, but they're getting to sort of like live their dreams while knowing that it could be over at any minute. You said, what is it like to straddle those two?
How does it exist in both cultures? Like acknowledging what we know today and yet being of the time.
I mean, it's interesting. Like we have seen, movies and books and things about that time, and it tends to tell the same stories over and over again and sort of highlight the same maybe type of person or type of woman. So I really am so honored to be a part of something that pulls the curtain back a little bit and shows like, well, there's a lot more stories to tell there. A lot more things were going on that we haven't really been highlighting over the years. So getting to work with, Melanie and I worked with this amazing woman who was from the original League named Maybelle Blair, who's 95. And she, she's been telling us stories and telling the writers stories and like getting to really see what it was like and getting that sort of one-on-one time with her has been incredible.
That's amazing. Melanie, now your character is gay. Did you research what it was like, what attitudes towards women were like back then? And what did you find?
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations about the stakes of being gay at that time, in the culture at large, but particularly within the League. Right. I think that what we found was there were likely suspicions that things may be going on, but it was kind of like, you're not wearing pants in public, you're not drinking or smoking in public. We all know the story of them having to be more ladylike and wear the red lipstick and the whole nine. So at a time when the queer community was alive, and it was very sort of at the time broken up into like butch or femme, right? And in the League, you had these more butch women coming in, but having to perform feminism or to perform femininity, I should say.
Right.
Not, to be acceptable, but also in some ways to not be found out, because the stakes at the time were huge. I mean, we're talking about getting arrested, getting beaten by police if you're caught in a gay bar. So yeah, it was a huge part of the conversation. It's reflected in some of this in the story, but we talked a lot about what it was like for them and sort of just the stakes of their dreams just being shattered in a moment if they're found out. Like that was, it was really, really hard.
Sorry, what?
No. Well, I was just gonna say, and through our characters, Greta and Joe, who play best friends and, who are best friends, we play best friends. We are best friends. And we, they grew up together, going through these hard times and trying to figure out who they are and how to hide who they are and have each other's backs. And, they have developed this set of rules for themselves that it's like, this is the way we can be who we are, but not be found out and not, we can live the life that we want to live, but we have to sort of like stand
parameter.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Ladies, what a great introduction to the period for people. Thank you so much. And I look forward to more seasons.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
about that?
Hey, you! You're clearly going to tryouts.
She doesn't look like that much competition.
I could be competition, I think.
We're here for the tryouts.
I don't think you understand. This is the All-American League.
We're pretty all-American.
Who was that?
Showing that knuckleball.
They didn't even let me try out, Dad.
Maxine, you've got to make some smarter choices.
This is fun.
This is something I can work with.
Teachers, I'd like to go through a few rules. Curfew is at 10 p.m. sharp. No smoking or drinking. No pants.
What? I'm a pitcher, and you need me.
Is that so? Everybody on the team has to have a job at the factory.
So any job?
Max, can you lift 50 pounds? And are you willing to get the shit burned out of your hands?
Yes. And I guess so.
Great.
If you want the game to be more exciting, shorten the skirts.
What the hell are you doing?
Thought that you would catch it.
My back turned?
This is our one shot.
So what if right here, right now, we forget the rules?
They don't get to decide if this is real or not. We do.
Let's go!
Things change pretty fast.
Hey, Dollface.